Today I'm not going to talk about the disgusting shit that you find on top of a burger. No, I'm talking about some of the most elite warriors on the face of the planet. And before you say it, no, I don't mean myself, but I appreciate the compliment. No, I'm talking about men who look death in the eyes and say, yeah, I'd like to give that a try. I'm of course talking about the Gurkhas. But who are the Gurkhas? Well, ladies and gents, let's find out. After this clip, of course.
That's not something to throw away. If you throw that away, I will rape you in the mouth, okay? I will rape you in your fucking mouth, okay?
The Gurkhas' story starts in the Kingdom of Gorkha, which is now just modern-day Nepal. Now, I know the word Gurkha sounds like another word for shite that you'd find in the Urban Dictionary, but trust me, it couldn't be further from the truth. Gurkha just refers to the word of Nepali before they were called the Nepali. The Gorkha kingdom went on many conquests, expanding their territory and eventually becoming known as the Kingdom of Nepal. The British were in India at this time and they were thinking, fuck, these motherfuckers basically just ripped their neighbours apart. Both Britain and Nepal had very different views on what their territory looked like, and the two were overlapping all over the fucking place. And this kicked off the Anglo-Nepalese War, which ran from 1814 to 1816. Now don't get me wrong, while the British won, they took heavy fucking casualties. Seriously, by the time they were done, there was more bodies on the floor than a Japanese orgy.
Everywhere I looked, there were piles of bodies.
Now, the British were impressed. These fuckers just fought against the most powerful empire in the world at that point. How could they not be impressed? During the war, the British used defectors from Nepal to join the British Empire, and let's just say, they were fucking killing machines. Eventually they became the backbone of the British Indian forces. And let me tell you, they weren't scared of nothing. They were loyal to a fault. They were willing to die for the British Empire. And as a proud and sexy Englishman, I respect the hell out of that. They would go on to fight the Indian Rebellion of 1857, the Boxer Rebellion, World War I, World War II, the Falklands War. Even today, they still fight and die for us. Now, if that ain't dedication, I don't know what is, quite frankly. They don't just serve in Britain, they also serve in the Indian Army, they also serve in Singapore, and obviously Nepal, but I think that makes them all Gurkhas. Now, there's a lot of pussies out there who say, oh, it ain't that impressive, it ain't that hard. But what we forget about these people is, their dads are getting cucked, they endlessly sweat soy, and their arms snap in two when they go to pick up the Nintendo. The only thing that flows around these people's bodies is estrogen. The Gurkhas have to do a minimum of 70 push-ups in 2 minutes. They need to carry 2 jerry cans that weigh 20 kg for 120 meters. And they need to run 800 meters in under 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Don't get me wrong, I think a lot of people could do it. But I want to see these people who are literally just skeletons with skin on top, saying it's not hard. I want to see them do it. They're not quite Royal Marine levels of intense, but I think they make up for that in pure determination, willpower, and just absolute fearlessness. And that, dare I say, is pretty badass. Even more so than your local hard man. Anyway, I'll see you next week, my chicken lickers.